All right. I'm watching the sham impeachment investigation, which I have chosen to call the Ship Show 2.0. So you don't have to. By the way, this video and the content of this channel is not for children. I now totally have a handle on why everything has played out the way that it has. It's all so the Democrats will trap themselves because they constantly accuse the president, Donald Trump, of doing everything that they have done themselves. In their opening statements, the so called constitutional experts that are supposed to be leaning the whole narrative towards the Democrat side have just made the case for the majority of the Obama administration and Obama himself to be charged with sedition and treason. Because, as I said before, they have accused Trump of doing everything that they've done by using the Steele dossier, by lying to the FISA courts, and so forth and so on, all to gain political power and favor for their side. And let's not forget what the Democrats said after they gained the majority in the House, that their time in office or in this round of the House having the majority was not going to be about impeachment. It was supposedly going to be about getting the business of this nation done and doing the job that the people who voted for them sent them to Washington to do, which I think we can all agree has not been what they've been doing.
But you just heard a one-sided presentation of facts about this president. Today we will present the other side, which it gets so conveniently left out. Remember, fairness does dictate that. But maybe not here, because we're not scheduling anything else. I have a Democratic majority who has poll tested what they think they ought to call what the president they think he did. Wow, that's not following the facts. We have just a deep-seated hatred of a man who came to the White House and did what he said he was going to do. The most amazing question I got in the first 3 months of this gentleman's presidency from reporters was this: can you believe he's putting forward those ideas? I said, yes, he ran on them. He told the truth, and he did what he said. The problem here today is this will also be one of the first impeachments. The chairman mentioned there was two of them, one that before he resigned before, and then one in Clinton, in which the facts, even by Democrats and Republicans, were not really disputed. In this one, they're not only disputed, they're contradicted of each other. There are no set facts here. In fact, there's not anything that presents an impeachment here, except a president carrying out his job in the way the Constitution saw that he sees fit to do it. This is where we're at today. So the interesting thing that I come to with most everybody here is this may be a new time, a new place, and we may be all scrubbed up and looking pretty for impeachment. But this is not an impeachment. This is just a simple railroad job. And today's is a waste of time, because this is where we're at. So I close today with this. It didn't start with Mueller. It didn't start with a phone call. You know where this started? It started with tears in Brooklyn in November 2016.
And that's not entirely accurate. They have something to hide. That's what drives all of this.
Was lost. So we are here, no plan, no fact witnesses, simply being a rubber stamp for what we have. But hey, we got law professors here. What a start of a party. Mr. Chairman, before I yield back, I have a motion. Under Clause 2, Rule 11.
The gentleman, The gentleman was recognized for the purpose of an opening statement, not for the purpose of making a motion.
I yield back and now ask for recognition for motion under Clause 2, Rule 11.
The gentleman is recognized.
Mr. Chairman, pursuant to Clause 2 of Rule 11, I move to require the attendance and testimony of chairmanship before this committee and transmit this letter accordingly.
What purpose does the gentlelady seek recognition? Motion to table is made and not debatable. All in favor of the motion to table say aye. Aye. Opposed?
No.
The motion to table is agreed to.
Recorded vote.
Now, that was all the Democrats who agreed to table the motion to have Adam Schiff testify in front of the Judiciary Committee, who is not interested in getting to the facts of the case, only establishing their narrative for impeachment. If they were, they'd want to hear from Adam Schiff, because everything that went on under his committee at best is suspect. And the Judiciary Committee should want to hear about all of that if they were operating above board. They are bravely playing right into the trap that has been set for them, and along the way exposing themselves as they do. How so? By accusing Donald Trump of doing everything they have done themselves and not being able to prove it. Because when the worm turns and the trap is sprung, the proof will be there as to what the Democrats did before and during and even after the 2016 election to try and undermine the president's authority and subvert the Constitution. And there's more people involved in the subversion of the Constitution than a lot of people out there might think. As a matter of fact, it drives some of the very policies on the platforms that you're watching and using this very day.